The Conservatives hate you. They hate your family. They hate Britain. Give them 0 seats. Imagine a land where those appointed to safeguard your interests are secretly plotting against them. Where our supposed protectors are the architects of our demise. Imagine leaders vowed to preserve our values but who covertly erode them. This isn't fiction or mere speculation. For the British people, this is the grim truth of their everyday existence. This isn't a conspiracy theory for the British people. It's a chilling reality. The Conservatives, a party long associated with British Christian tradition, families and patriotism, have once elected attacked those values. Taxation under their watch has soared to heights unseen since the aftermath of the Second World War and shows no prospect of future reduction. With each passing budget, the promise of fiscal responsibility fades into the background, replaced by a shadow of socialist policies that would make even Tony Blair pause. Despite the massive levels of government spending, every public service is failing. Brexit, a monumental decision made by the majority, was an opportunity for Britain to redefine its global stance. Instead, it became a masterclass in sabotage. The aftermath of the referendum wasn't a smooth transition, but a battleground, where the will of the people was continuously challenged by a bureaucracy still tethered to European apron strings. Do not forget the traitors' parliament after the vote was won. While we may have removed the EU quisling MPs, the civil service deep state remained wedded to its EU colonial masters and has done everything possible to punish the unruly British. While government spending skyrockets, public services crumble. The police are invisible when there is a crime at best, and more commonly on the side of the criminal have actively covered up the abuse of British children by protected minority groups. They protect terrorist sympathizers calling for genocide and baton-charge families for daring to celebrate St. George's Day. The National Health Service, a pride of Britain, now operates under a cloud of mismanagement where health tourism flourishes and the needy are sidelined. Criminal immigrants get priority treatment, while pensioners are left to die before their treatment can be scheduled. There are millions spent on the sterilization and mutilation of children while mental health services are slashed. Schools have been turned into far-left extremist propaganda centers. Diversity has been prioritized over educational standards. Schools teach what to think, not how to think. Additionally, when the what is hatred of Britain, its history, its culture, and its people, there is a dangerous existential threat to the country. The schools can't tell you what a boy is or a woman, but they sure as hell hate any hint of masculinity or male traits. There appears to be an active campaign to feminize boys and make them more easily controlled and pliable for the state. The demand for housing and social services is ever larger. This is not a supply issue. Spending is at all-time highs, and the British-born population has been below replacement rate for almost 50 years. Where is the demand coming from? It's not from the British-born people, that is for sure. The military has been neutered with spending cut to levels that are a national disgrace. Meanwhile, the priorities of the top brass are diversity and LGBTQ promotion. The color of a person's skin and their bedroom habits make a more effective fighter than rigorous and elite training standards, apparently. It's also notable that we appear to be more active securing the seas off the coast of Arabia while the coast of Kent and Sussex sees daily invasion. And with that, we get to immigration. The Tories have gone beyond open-door immigration to actively encouraging hostile foreigners to plunder the country. It is not an exaggeration to state that Britain has been invaded with the assistance of the Conservative Party, the most pro-immigration party in the history of Britain. The capital city has been systematically cleansed of the British, turning them into an absolute minority, and our other cities are rapidly transforming the same way. Monuments to Britain's past, once held in great esteem, now face desecration and removal, all under a government that professes to value British heritage. Streets and places rich with history are renamed as if erasing the past can change the present. This is a call to action, a call to remember, a call to question, and a call to reclaim. If the current trajectory of governance does not align with your vision for Britain, if the actions of those in power contradict their promises, your vote is your voice. Make it heard. Demand accountability. Seek representatives who truly represent your values and the profound heritage of this nation. When the polls open, remember the power of your decision. The future of Britain rests in the hands of its people. Vote wisely, vote for change. Vote for a Britain that reflects its past, respects its present, and secures its future. The Conservatives hate you, they hate your family, they hate Britain. Punish them the only way you can. 0 seats.